coloring a page from this one today. And I'm using my Chen Rui markers. I'm so excited. And like I said, I'm using my Chen Rui markers. And then, so I'll write that down here actually, markers. And the Color pencils. Hi, Angela. And this is Linktree is in my bio. There. Now I'm ready. So, I've been busy the past few days. I know I showed you guys this the last time, but are you coloring too, Kat? Oh, good, Amy. Welcome back. I haven't been on very much recently, so we'll give it a try today. Oh, yay. Okay, so I did use, I created a new swatch sheet. So I swatched out all of my ohuhus, basically how I have them sorted in my storage container. And I also did that with my Chen Ruis. So we're going to use these today. I know in the past it has actually, it buckles the page a tiny bit, but I think it's going to be, okay. It's going to be okay. Oh, let me move this out of the way a tiny bit. Is that too big there? There we go. It kind of gets moved around a little bit. Okay, so, oh yeah, I need to pick a page to color. And I think I'm going to color this one. I feel like doing a little bit of a, whoops, sorry, I got to move this over. There we go. I just feel like coloring this pretty deer, or do we go with, what about that cute little guy? Deer, or like this little hedgehoggy mouse. Oh, you're coloring the deer? Should we do the deer? Thanks, Lucy. All right. And, oh yes, I'm gonna use this too. So from the dollar store, I got it's like a presentation folder, and I cut off the front, which has like this vinyl thing that you can put your title page in, I guess. I don't know. So I actually took it off of this that has these nice little page dividers in there that aren't too shiny, so you guys should be able to see the colors. And this I can now use for my page protector in behind my work. So, and it's very nice and smooth. It's so smooth. But I am still going to clip it in. I like to clip that in so it doesn't move around too much on me. I think that's good. All right. I'm so excited. I haven't colored from this book in a while. So we're going to start, I think, with the eyes. What about like the sea green, one of these colors here? 178. And I organized all my Chenruis as well. So they're all by number. I haven't done that before with these ones. 174. 172. There it is. Hi, Nix. Can you guys see okay? I'm not used to coloring without my big overhead light. Oh, good. You got some. Oh, I did see that post, Angela. All right. Let me write that down, what number that is. Here's my little black pen. Okay, sorry. It takes me a little bit to get organized when I'm first starting, but once we get rolling, we'll be all good. Okay. Eyes. I always double check to make sure I put the page protector in behind my work. And these are, as I was swatching them out, I noticed that they're very juicy. So I'm being very, very careful with how with how much of that ink that I'm putting on. I don't want it to spread too much. So that was the eyes. I know they look, we are going to do the same thing we normally do, and that will be to add colored pencils over top. I think we should maybe let's do her horns and headpiece, actually. Let's see, maybe this 169. And then for the moss, okay, 169. Thank you so much. I know, yeah, I do, it does crinkle the page, and I actually looked it up on, I used ChatGPT and I said, how can I stop it from wrinkling? And they basically just said, don't go too heavy on the ink. So I'm going to try that and see if that works today. 169. Yeah, the last one I did with the Chenruis, I think was one of my garden gnomes. And it did. It really buckled the page. So I'm gonna take some time today and go really, really lightly with the marker. And then I'll go over top with the color pencil. Yeah, I normally use my Ohuhu markers, but I thought I'd give this a try today. These are definitely a less expensive alternative to the Ohuhus. However, they do have their cons as well. Little downfalls is that if you do use too much, it will buckle the page, which stinks, especially when you spend so much time coloring. So we're going to give it a try, and then we will report back. Aw, you're so sweet. Thanks, Leanne. Yeah, this is probably my third or fourth time coloring with these markers. I don't use them very often, but thought we'd give them a try today. The ink is very vibrant, I will say that. Although you can't really see as I'm using the brown. Or this putty color. It's actually called putty. That always reminds me of Seinfeld. Anytime somebody says putty. Okay, so let's do... They are so pretty, the colors. Let's find a nice moss green. They don't have very many light greens, so let's try maybe 50. No, that's not green enough. What about 167? That one's going to be too dark. 43. That's kind of the color family that I was thinking about going with, is something like this, but it's not quite light enough. 59. Okay. We'll do that. 59. Pale green. Let's try 59. Or 48. Let's have a look. Okay, Lucy. Let's have it. Oh, that's actually not a bad one either. So those two will actually work for the leaves and kind of the greenery. 48. Thank you, guys. See, I need you guys. I need you here to help me decide what colors I'm going to use. Okay. So with this kind of mossy crown bit here, I'm just going to tap that color in because I want it to have a little bit of that texture, like a mossy texture to it. And I love how the alcohol markers show the grayscale comes through them. It's so pretty. Hi. Hi, Adria. Okay, when I'm done this, actually, I think I'm going to make the jewels like a really pretty yellow, like a citrine color. So I'm going to keep those two greens out. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with maybe 163. Thanks for the gifts. Yeah, I want this for the jewels. Oh, you made it. I think I need to put something in the corner so I can read your comments because it's white on white. I wish they would allow me to switch up the color of the comments so I could see them. 163. And same thing. I like to just tap in that color. Yes, she's gonna be Citrine. Maybe that will be her name. Okay, so for the blue, let's try out some colors for the eyes. Thank you so much for the gift. That will be pretty, and I think a really bright yellow. I know I always do yellow in the eyes, but that's what makes it super fun. Okay, we'll do these. I know nothing better than that. I am actually working on a couple of new books, and one of them may be Forest Guardians 2. But I have been working on a sequel to Pretty Rebels, and we're gonna do like goth guys and stuff. Goth, like really, really vampy. Gosh, the leads keep getting stuck in here. Yeah, it's going to be like goth and punk dudes. And so far, it's turning out. It's taking a long time, though. But it's so fun. It is so fun. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of this colored pencil and add a little glow all the way around that pupil. If you check out my feed, I just put a picture up of one of the ones that I'm working on. So I'm not sure if you guys want to give me feedback, if that's kind of what you're looking at, or I have so many ideas. I know, my sharpener is eating my pencil too. And there's a lead stuck in there and it's not coming out. So I think I need to actually, I just take it apart and then I'll use a pen to get it out. I don't like when it does that. And then it's messy. Yuck. Fixed it. I think a little bit more on this eye of the yellow. So pretty. Can you guys see the difference when you add the pencil in? It makes their eyes come alive. Okay, those are the two. So that's why I also like to swatch out the colors, because I want to go in after and add in colored pencils. So it's nice to have something you can test out the colors on. Ooh, that's metallic pale gold. That's perfect for citrine. So so far, I've only added the colored pencil to the eyes. I haven't, I'm just used marker on the jewels so far. I know you do have to kind of practice the blending. It's not easy. Actually, why don't I finish the eye first with my Brutfuner. Nope, that's not it. There it is. It's gonna need a sharpen though. Yeah. It's just the base color so far, and it's the grayscale that makes it so pretty. Thank you, Gur. So I'm going over the grayscale area here that I want to be darker black. And I'm going over, I may actually need my light to come on because I'm blind as a bat. So I'm just re-adding in that black part here. Over top of that little glowy bit. And I'm gonna use my new Smoother Pro, I think is what they're called, these acrylic pens. or gel pens. I'm not sure what they are, but they are awesome. And then I go back and add that shiny bit back in. That just increases the contrast. Okie dokie. 163 there. All right, now we can go and do the jewels. I might actually use a white. I'll use a little bit of this colored pencil. And you don't have to do this with the pencils over top. If you have pencils, use pencils. If you have markers, use markers. Hi, Ginger. Let's try a white as well, actually. Again, my Brute Foamers from, I think it was Temu. And then I will be adding probably silver around the jewels. Thank you for the gift. Thanks for the heart, for the rose, I mean. Okay, pretty eyes. Oh my gosh, her eyes are gorgeous. Thank you, Adra. Okay. And just where the shadows are, I'm just gonna add in some of this gold pencil. Metallic, it's a metallic gold pencil. Oh, yay, SS, that's awesome. These books show you where to shade and highlight if you want to add in extras. So that's fun. Hi, Becca. Thank you so much. I'm in Ontario. I am going to leave that gold out, I think, and the white. Maybe I'll get my little container. I have a little old vase, I guess, and I just put my stuff in there as I'm using it. Ooh, good. I haven't tried the Prismacolors, to be honest. Okay. I think we're gonna add in, no, we're gonna wait for the silver details until we're done. But I am gonna do the moss now in her little flower crown. Oh, it's a greenish yellow. Let's see if this is gonna work. Oh, jeez. I'm having really bad luck today with my colored pencils breaking. Okay, there. Well, let's see if this will work. And you know what? It's not the right color anyway. Isn't that the way? It's always the way. So I have repurposed actually my old case, my old Ohuhu case, and that's where I have all my colored pencils. So I'll just show you guys. It's quite heavy, but I just used my old Ohuhu case, and I kind of separated because I have so many pencils. There was no other way for me to. I tried getting a tote thing or something, but it didn't work, and all the other ones were going to be like this anyway. So that's what we did. Oh, dog hair. This is going to be a great color. Okay, awesome. And then that yellow again, maybe a nice bright yellow or soft butter yellow. That's good. I do. So The shop is the US links, but if you go to the Amazon storefronts, I do have one for Canada there too. Oh, geez, see? Oh, I'm going to spend most of my time sharpening pencils today. That one better not break. So I want this jewel to really, really stand out. So I'm going to do a little extra shading behind it. And that creates the shadow. Hi, Sierra. And then I just go in, I like I said before, I like the texture of the moss to kind of remain. So I just go in small little circles to add in a little bit of that shadow, or to intensify the shading with the colored pencil. Let's see this one here. Fun. And same with this. Adding a shadow in behind something will help to make it come forward in the image. Gives it that dimension. No, thank you, Kipper. And now I take the yellow and same kind of motion. I'm just adding a little bit of that, of a softer yellow in here. And it just gives it that nice little, a little difference. Very pretty. Ooh, that's nice. That's black. I am gonna, ooh, where's my brown? Here's a nice umber gray. And you can even go over again with something that's slightly darker to intensify some of those shadows. And, oh, you know what? This looks like there's a little bits of twig crown here. So I will add those in with the gel pen when I do the, what do you call that around there? The casing for the jewels. All right. Ooh, you know what? I never sent my invitations out, so hang on one second. I don't know who's in here right now, so I'm just gonna send to a bunch of people. There. The usual suspects. And all my new besties, I'm so glad to see you guys all here. All right. What I'm going to do now is work on the antlers. So I'm going to do the same thing. I really want that to stand out here. I don't know. If you go to my profile, it should say follow or following. Thank you so much. You guys are the suspects. The usual suspects. Oh. And I'm just going in with this, it's like a brown umber gray. And I'm adding in some shadows. And when you're adding the alcohol marker first, you're really just putting down a little bit of color, so you're not needing to use so much of your colored pencil. That's why I like to use it too. It's not necessary, obviously, because you can see that your dimension's going to be coming from the image itself. I love using this yellow, this like creamy yellow. Hi, Cynthia. The usual suspects. Dawn's darlings. All right, this is really pretty. I'm so glad we did the deer. I think I will do next time, I will do the little hedgehog guy. I think I will do this guy because it's so cute. Whoops, why did I do that? When I flip the page, this all gets wonky. Oh, all the Cynthias. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you liked the book. I love it too. I have a really hard time because I have so many books that I want to color and I don't have enough time in the day. But we just do one page at a time. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. Vanessa, sweetheart. You guys are all amazing. I love you guys. Okay, I think that's good for there. Maybe just a little bit of white. A little bit of white. Colored pencil. These are my Brute Fooners. And my friends, you know me, you know I like to blend my pencils. Oh, I think my supper's here, but I'll wait for a little bit. Just gonna give it a little blend with the cotton pad. Same with the eyes. It just smooths out that colored pencil. Okay, how about that silver now? I have so many supplies. I have little pouches and bags everywhere with stuff in it. Whoops, there we go. Nice silver. Ooh, there's nice silver. This is a sparkly silver. Is it gonna work? Where did I put my sheet? Oh, there it is. I get so carried away. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Sometimes I have to, you know, do the tap and roll. Oh my gosh. I love you. Thank you so much. Actually might do white first and then the silver over top. Let's see what this is going to look like. That way it just builds in some of that little contrast. I want it to look like little tiny shiny beads all the way around it. Hi, baby. I'm still in my thingy.
Can I eat?
You go right ahead. Oh, maybe I should let that dry first. Hi, Spinny. And then I'm going to take this white. I want it to be a little lighter on this side here, so I'm just going to, oh, did I want to do that? I maybe should have let that dry first. Let's see if it'll do it down here better. My fingers are too big. It just gives it a little bit of glimmer. Let's try this one. I need to go in a different direction. Oh, Jessica, I just saw your comment. Sorry. I think, you know what, I'll use gold for the crown bit. Where's my gold? There it is. Where was this gonna go? Oh yes, right here. It's not gonna show up. Is it? I think I have to go darker. Oh well, I tried with that one. Oh, what's this sparkly? Let's try this sparkly one. Oh yeah, you know what? For all the new people here, I'm very upfront about using AI to create my coloring books. I even have it in my profile. And it's been so much fun. Oh, I love you guys too. So I just block those people because we don't have time. I don't have time in the day for that. Hello, Gray. That's still really not showing up, so I think I need to use something darker. What about a dark, maybe this dark one? Sometimes it doesn't like to go over top with the gel pen after I've kind of blended it, so I should have waited. So for I think it's a gel pen. You know what? Let me have a quick look because I just got them. They're called the Smoother Pro. Let me just check my thingy here. Oh, of course, it's going to make me do that. No, I don't want that. I do have some, I don't have stickies. Is that what they're called? Stickles? But I do have my Wink of Stella. Okay, let's see this here. Go here. Sorry, I'm just trying to look up to see if they're gel or not. My art supplies. I'm just going through my link tree to see what they are. White gel pens. So these are Smoother Pro white gel pens. I wasn't sure if it was gel pens or acrylic, but they're gel. Okay, I'm not going to waste too much more time on this little crown part. You're very welcome. And that just adds a little bit of drama in there too. Okay. I think we need to to like move on to her ears and then her face. I think is what we're gonna do. Alrighty. So, what are we thinking for her? She's kind of got these scaly, like almost like dragon scales on her body. But I think her face should be like her fur, maybe a, what about 28? Let's see what 28 looks like. Oops. 28. Not sure I like that. So this is 28. I don't think I like that one. But I like to write them down so I know I've swatched it. Yeah, it is kind of dark. Okay, well, what about maybe... Oh, which one did you say? 139 or 96? 96. Oh, that's pretty. And what was the other one? 191? 139. That nice pink. It's so hard to decide what color to do them. Or 109. That's a pretty color too. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see, 109. Or 101. Okay, let's pull a couple. 101. Oops. That's pretty. Or 109. Maybe I'll use these two together. It's almost like a foxy color, which I love. So we're gonna do these two. And that's 109. 109. Good choices, you guys. We'll see if we can make it. I don't know how well these blend. I did try the other day to work on some blending with these, but I mean, they're not the best, the Chenruis, but we're going to give it a try. So I'm going to do the inside of her ear. This color. And I love how the markers dry so nicely. And then everything shows through really pretty. Okay, before it dries too much. And because these are the Chenruis, like I said earlier, I'm trying not to put too much of the ink down because it does buckle the page a little bit. Actually, I'll keep going here. And you can see it's kind of bleeding a tiny bit, but that's okay. We will work on that with our pencils. These are pretty colors. They are so juicy. These are the Chenruis, and I've had them, I don't know, about a year or so, but I don't use them very often, but the ink doesn't dry out clearly. Let's see if I can make this blend a tiny bit without adding too much of the ink down. That's the tricky part, right? And feathering them into each other kind of helps too. So you don't have a solid line you have to blend in. These are alcohol markers. These are the Chen Ruis. These are the less expensive alternative to the Ohuhus. They don't blend amazing, but as you can see, it's not terrible. I'm just gonna add some of that in there and then yeah, feathering it out seems to be what will work best for these. Or feathering them together, I guess. Hi, Tiny. Wow. Was that good? My dinner's here, but I'm coloring with you guys, so she's looking good. I love these colors together. Now see, there's a line there. Let's see if I can blend that out with this one. I didn't think this one through. Clearly. Just let it. It's going to buckle the page, but she's going to look so pretty. Can you hear my hubby? He's like, he's patting his belly after his feed. This looks like your dog, Leo. It's really pretty. These colors are amazing. You guys picked great colors. She almost does have a fox type coloring to her. Now, you can see where it's kind of wonky here. Worry not. We will blend everything with the colored pencils. Worry not. Whoops. Oh, I almost made a big boo-boo. So you can already tell this is going to buckle a little bit. The grayscale does make them look real. Just adding a tiny bit in here. Oh, look at that. Oh, I gotta close the door. Hang on. Oh yeah, she's got a pretty face. let's use, I'm going to use this lighter color for the main. Hi, Carmen. I'm back. Okay, she's got more moss down here too. Let's see. Maybe add a little bit of this red in here. I will use probably a similar colored pencil to get these colors nice and blended. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I can't wait to release my new books. I've been working on them. The last week or so. So hopefully you'll get those up in the next couple of weeks. It does take some time to get them all done, but we'll get there. Okay, that's 101. Let's find some nice colored pencils to go over top of those colors. So let's see if I can find a nice brick red. That's perfect. And then maybe a soft yellow or a light brown that's metallic. Let's see what I got in here. It is sometimes hard to... Oh, that's nice. That would look good on this part, actually. Okay, so I'll use that one, and how about that color? Okay, good. That's why I love the swatching. Okay. Is there something in there again? Yes. I don't know why. Oh, maybe I'll try a different sharpener for now. I think it's jammed in there. Oh, that one's not a good one. It just ate my pencil. It's just a super cheapy one, but maybe I pushed too hard. All right, we'll try that. Oh yeah, this mangles the pencils. We're gonna start off, I think, with the darker shade. And blending those colors kind of together. That's better. It just softens it up a little bit. And let's try this one. Yeah, that's perfect. So using this colored pencil is going to blend those colors where the markers weren't quite blending very nicely. have some fun with these. This is such a pretty color. Might actually use a little bit of a darker brown too. Let's see, where's that? Oh, it's right here. Oh, that adds some drama. The good kind. We only like the good kind of drama. Whoops. Sorry, I kind of go all over the place. All right. I like to add in those little feathery details with the pencils. What about white? Maybe a little bit of yellow. So now I'm using this many colors just to give her a little bit of a glow. Yellow is a really great color to add in a little bit of light to especially to these color families, the greens and the browns. Let's fix up this nose a little bit. Thank you so much for the hanging lights. Thank you so much, Carmen. Hi, Namby. Hello, welcome back, everyone. I had to take a little break. My dad stopped in, which was lovely. How about this one? Let's try this color. So while you're not color correcting, when you're adding the colored pencils over top, it does allow you to kind of blend some of those imperfections together. That's a little bit better. How about here? And then when I give it a nice blend with a blending tool, it's gonna look so pretty. And you can spend as little or as much time as you want on this kind of stuff. Let's give her a tiny bit under her nose. You can see the page is kind of wrinkling a bit. And I'll just carry these colors actually down into her mane here. Okay, white. White's such a good color to add in some of those, kind of like a shine, a highlight. Oh, I didn't do the ears over here. You can see where the two colors are kind of, was a little chonky here. That's the official term. Thank you so much. Thank you, Julie. So I'm going to blend it out with this, with the pencils, just to soften it up. All right. Now the fun part. It's all fun, actually. Coloring's just fun in general. But you can see how it changes that color, adding the colored pencil over top of your alcohol markers. So satisfying. I love using these two mediums together. I feel like this pencil's gonna break again. Let's add a little bit. We're gonna add some highlights in the lighter areas here. This isn't really showing up, so I'll put that aside. Maybe some yellow. That's a little bit better. Oh, can't go wrong with a nice buttery yellow. Makes it look so soft. Now some of this red that we used up here. This is an Amazon Basics colored pencil. We call them pencil crayons in Canada, so I've had to teach myself how to call them colored pencils. We sometimes call them pencil crayons, but it's definitely more professional to call them colored pencils. And for hair and fur like this, I do like adding in some of the, it's almost like you're adding in strands of hair. So the flicking motion does very well for these. We're almost done this part, and then we'll give it a nice blend. And then all of the multicolors will kind of just melt together. Not actually melt together, but it'll give the illusion. Thank you so much, Lindsay. I love these colors. Sometimes I obsess about little things. I love how this is blending, to be honest. Okay. Do I need to add a little bit of brown in here? Maybe a tiny bit. Just a little bit of this umber gray. Just to enhance some of these shadows. And what I'll do, actually, is really softly accentuate the shadow here. And that makes it look so much more dimensional when you accentuate some of those shadows. Okay, let's give it a blend. I'm kind of missed up here. We're almost ready to blend. Sorry, guys. I think I will use a little bit of that umber. To really make this moss crown here stand out from her face. So anything you want to be in the forefront or ahead of something else, adding a shadow around it or behind it creates that illusion that it's casting a shadow. All right, she's looking very pretty. Actually, why don't I do her eyes before I do the blending? So I'm just gonna go over that grayscale area and just add in a little more black to make it more intense. Yeah. What a difference that makes. Her eyes are so pretty. Okay, guys, let's blend. Just going to use my cotton pad again. And I haven't done any blending up here either, so I'm going to do basically everything. I don't think I've done much blending, so I'm really carefully. This is just to soften up the colored pencil. Her nose needs something. Let's do this. That's a little bit better. This is that gel pen. Oh, geez. Well, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna go back in and add that, and then I will go colored pencil over top. So there's always a way to fix it. Hi, Sherry. Actually, that looks pretty good. Sometimes it's hard to, especially when you're using so many layers, it's hard to get it to look right or how you want it. So just play around until you get it how you want it to look. Almost looks like it's shiny nose. Oh my God, I did it again. Oh. See what I did here? So her nose is a little wonky, but well, that's what we're doing. Okay, we'll leave that. I don't want to mess it up too much. And now a little bit down here, little whiskers. Maybe I should use a Q-tip to do that instead of my big fat fingers. So this is a coloring book, actually. I'll show you the front. It's a Greyscale coloring book. And it's full of these fantasy type animals. And I create these books using an AI program, and I am loving it. That's better. See, I should have done this up here. And now it's not working. Why didn't I do that in the first place? Actually, you can add a little highlight there while I got some ink on there. Okay, we'll leave. I'm overdoing the nose, and now it's gonna like stand out to me. Why did I mess it up? Anyway, she's good now. Let's move on to the moss here, and then we'll work on her like dragon scales. So for the Chenrui marker, oh yeah, I had these ones pulled out already. So I used 48 for that moss, which is this one. So I'll do the same thing down here. And I'll just, sorry, I'm just figuring out where to start. These are the Chenrui markers. And this is the first time I've used them in this book. So I'm really just trying to test out how they're gonna do, especially blending and underneath the colored pencil. I want that to be a little bit softer here. I think I stopped. I didn't quite do this part either. So I'll give that, oh, that's nice. I know we usually name these, and I already picked her name, so I apologize. Her name is going to be Citrine. This is alcohol marker and then colored pencils over top. So the alcohol marker is a transparent ink, so you can see the grayscale, which is this kind of shading that you see in the background. And like here, that's grayscale. So it's already shaded and dimensional. And you just got to add your colors over top. I do like to give it a little bit of texture. So sometimes you'll see me just tapping in the marker to put the color down first. Thank you. I love citrine. Actually have a really nice citrine. Oh, it's right here. My little citrine. Let's put that right there. See? It's perfect. And then when it dries, you can see how it changes color a little bit. It's so fun, so much fun. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jennifer. The books definitely are fun to show you and kind of not teach you, but make it easier to shade and highlight, even though they might look a little bit intimidating. But they're so pretty. Thank you, Tessa. Thank you, SS. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yeah, she's coming along quite nicely, actually. So while this dries, before I do the colored pencil on this moss here, I think for her scales, I wonder if we should do it the same as her eyes and then kind of like pull that in to there with the yellow and the darker blue. I think that's what we're going to do. So that was 172. And where was that? 109. So where her little feet are here, I'm going to start with this color, with just that lighter color that I used for her mane. And then I want to blend these two together. Feathering them together seems to be the key for the Chenruis here. See, you don't really need to, if you feather them together, they turn out okay. Can you guys hear that? Someone's like using a chainsaw or something nearby. So overlap a little bit. And then I like to feather that other color, the second color you're using, kind of over top to blend it together. Sometimes it's not super smooth, but you can see that we actually, oh, did you? Oh, you did the blue and the purple. Oh, Jessica, that sounds awesome. Tag me in any pictures that you've done. And then if I haven't already, I'll give you a follow. Yeah, if anybody has bought any of my books and have been coloring them, please tag me. I like to repost and share. You can watch my lives. I kind of teach as we go. Get yourself some alcohol markers and some colored pencils. That's the best way to start. And just practice. I mean, I've been coloring grayscale for probably, I'm going to say about a year, and I've improved quite a bit. And it's because I practice and I don't want to say take risks, but I kind of just think outside the box sometimes and try different things and try not to be too scared because it's just coloring. Okay. Hi, Terry. Thank you, Ginger. Thank you. I know she's going to be so pretty. Wait until we're going to let that dry now. And I am going to go in and do some of this grass and the little bits of the background leaves here. So she's laying in this really nice bed of moss. And I'm just using a little bit of a different color of green. I make the books. I use an AI program to create the Greyscale books. And I know I've said it 100 times for all my regulars, but I've taught myself how to use the AI programs, and same with the music too, actually. And yeah, so I used to actually buy the rights from designers and, you know, pay for that. But I found that they were just AI images. So I decided to teach myself and cut out the middleman. It's been so much fun. So these Chen Rui markers aren't too bad. You can see how nicely that blended as long as you're feathering them together. I do too. I love the Greyscale books. They just make coloring so much more fun, especially as an adult. I do like the bold and easy books, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I want to be a little more artistic and creative. Pardon me. So this allows me to do that. And you, if you wanted color Greyscale. But I do have a YouTube channel if anyone needs some tips or tricks. I do have some videos there, and we'll be uploading some more soon. Well, let's do this one here. And then I'll show you guys actually how to do the backgrounds if you don't want to use marker to color them in. I like to use a chalk pastel. And it really, especially for the fantasy type books, it just adds a little bit more whimsy and kind of that fantastical, mystical vibe, which is what we're doing here. We vibe here. So I'm so happy you guys have all found me today. And then we get to hang out and do this. Like, how fun. There. Thank you so much. So that was a 59. We're going to let that dry. And now we can go ahead and use the colored pencils on this moss up here or down here. So I'm going to use those same colored pencils that I swatched out earlier. This one here. I do have a couple of Christmas books at the moment, and I'm thinking of doing one like Christmas elves and like North Pole stuff. Gosh, this stupid thing is not opening. Okay, well, I'm not using that one again. I'll use this little one. It's got two sides to it. So one says it's like a graphite and colored pencils, and this one's graphite. So I don't know. I'll try that again. So same as up here. Go in with a little bit of the yellow just to accent some of that cushy, soft moss. Oh, yep, thank you. That was 50. Thank you so much. I missed that one. It's almost like a little crown. What did I do without you guys? Okay. Maybe add a little one there. And that's the thing with these books is you can add stuff you want to add. So these are the Color colored pencils that I'm using over top of the Chen Rui alcohol markers today. This is the first time I've used the Chen Ruis in this book. And I'm pleasantly surprised. Like, it does kind of wrinkle your paper a little bit because of whatever the formula is. that they use, their ink, I don't know. It does tend to put down a lot of, especially where I had to kind of try to blend there. Yeah, kind of went a little sideways. Thank you guys so much. And working with colored pencil, it allows you to add in extra glowy highlights without worrying about blending, or sorry, yeah, blending the alcohol markers together. What's that? What's your question? These are, this one's from Forest Guardians. And everything is linked in my profile, my link tree there. And if your question, sorry, your question's not coming through, Socks. So I don't know what you're asking, but I have a feeling if especially with the tone you're using, that I do use an AI program to create my books. And it's been so much fun. Sometimes people don't like the AI stuff, but I love it. Oh, sorry. And it's clearly labeled everywhere, just so you know. All of my besties already know. Right, guys? Okay. I'll add a little bit more here. I want to make it look extra soft. Maybe I'll add a little bit of brown under here. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. I know a lot of people don't like it, and that's fine. Just scroll on by. Or don't buy my books, right? But I do it for me and I do it for you guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Okay, so I think this is good for this. Oh, maybe on this side a little bit here. Let's make this mane really stand out from this part of the moss. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Thank you. That's pretty good. Let's add a little bit of glow around this. That's better. I love adding yellow, and I'm probably going to use that yellow for the scales, and a nice green. Let's use a nice green and a nice blue. Oh, that's metallic. Oh, that may be fun. Oh, you do? Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you so much. I love you. All right. I'm going to wait to blend everything, and then once I've done blending, I will go over and add the little details around these little citrine jewels. So I think these will be great colors to make her, oh, maybe another yellow. Let's go for another bright, bright yellow to make her look like a real citrine. And maybe a little orange. Well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll get an orange ready just in case. Oh, that's fluorescent. This one. Okay, we're ready. I'm gonna start with her paws here, her little ankly knees. I'm just gonna add in some shadows. Oh, this is a metallic gold. That's why it's shiny. I can figure out why it's shiny. Ooh, that's actually, that will be a good color to add in too. So let's just keep going this way with this gold. And that'll blend it even more. And then maybe a little bit of that blue. I'll pull the blue down so it really does blend those markers, those two colors of that marker together. And you can hardly even see a line. I think I need a darker blue. Oh, there we go. Hi, Annie. Hello. Welcome. We missed you. Missed you. Missed you all. That's not dark enough. Almost needs to be, maybe I'll use a gray. This umber gray would be perfect. That's better. I love using a gray to add these shadows in. This needs a sharpening. Oh. Okay. So I'm just following the shadows. The Greyscale books are so fun to color. I love coloring Greyscale because it's so satisfying. You don't need to, you could just leave it. If you wanted to just use your colored pencil or marker, you don't have to use both. Thank you guys. I'm gonna add a little bit of this mint green, I think, light, mint green light. I kind of just go with it as I'm like, I choose my colors as we're going or with suggestions from you guys. So it's not, I don't plan, but I do want to try using like a palette picker or whatever they are, like those boxes, but I don't want to spend the money. So I'm starting to pin things on Pinterest so I can use those for my inspiration. And just color how you feel. If you're feeling like you want to color everything pink, then color everything pink. Honestly. And it's your book, it's your coloring, and it's your journey. And that's what I love about coloring. Right, so it's like a storyboard. Ooh, this is a pretty color. Just gonna add a little bit of extra on her back part here. I want these dragon scales to be kind of different colors, like they're iridescent and shining. These are I'm using colored pencils, and what are my other ones? Brute Fooners, and also some Amazon Basics. Thank you so much. But I'm layering them over top of alcohol markers. And then we'll give it a nice blend, all these colored pencils. Okay, this is a darker, oh, this is metallic blue, which is perfect. I'm just going in and adding a tiny bit of this blue. Almost doing the same thing, almost doing like that feathering strokes. And it doesn't have to be perfect, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. Just want to add a tiny bit extra color in there. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, now what about this like bright yellow? Little fluorescent glints here and there. This is a fluorescent, I think it's fluorescent canary yellow. But the Color has some really nice fluorescent colored pencils, and they're great for adding details like in these like fantasy type books. Especially if you want things to glow and have iridescence to them. And you can see I'm really just like scribbling some stuff on there. Hi, Liliana. Thank you. And now I'm going to go blend. Oh, I should really do another shadow around here. So I just use a cotton pad to blend those colored pencils in. So this part down here, I haven't gone over with the colored pencils yet. Yes, I colored this. It's a grayscale coloring book, so it makes it look the way it does, if that makes sense. It's already got the shadows in it. Okay, that's a little bit better. Wanted to add a little bit more of this darker color. And maybe a little bit more here. I mean, sometimes I get just a little bit finicky about what I want to add and where. Thank you for the follows, everyone, and my new besties. Thank you so much. Let's try this again. Okay, now I'm going to go around this moss and give it a shadow as well to make it look like it's standing out from her scales and her body. So just really, really lightly adding a little shadow in. And the gray pencils are great for that. Or black if you don't have gray, right? Or however you want. You don't even have to do this. Oh, I haven't tried any of the hardback ones. Okay, I think that's good. I'll put that there. You know what? I'll just put them in here for now. And another little blend. We'll give this a blend now that I added that shadow in there. And it just gives it a little hint of drama. Where's my white? There's my white. And the white is a great way to correct things if you, especially with the alcohol markers, if things didn't blend the way you wanted them to, or if you have a little bit of a bleed over, you can use a white to kind of hide it a little bit. It's not going to take away the ink, but it will kind of disguise it a bit. Thank you so much. Okay, what time is it? Oh my gosh, it's 3? Is it 3? Yes. Okay, let's finish these jewels. Look at little jewels down here, and then I'll shade. Actually, I wanted to do the grass first. And I'm just doing the same thing, using like little circles. I really want this to look soft and mossy-er. So I'm just adding little scribblies. It'll still be that nice dark color, like this nice mossy green. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's now use some yellow. Where's that butter yellow? And just go in the lighter areas. So your darker colors go in the dark areas, and the lighter colors go in the lighter areas. You can make it look like there's tufts of grass or little bumps and lumps in the moss. And then when you go over it with the blending, whatever blending tool you're using, it will soften it right up. So let's do that. Let's do that down here. You don't have to spend a lot of time on these, but it is fun. It is fun. Let's use a brighter yellow up here. This is going to be glowing a little bit. We're going to do the background with chalk pastels today, like I have in the past for some of my other pages, like that one. So the similar kind of background. So I'll use marker for like maybe these two trees, and then the rest will be colored pencil. Okay. Oh, I didn't do this little guy here. And you can tell I'm not being super neat and tidy. All right. Let's do those jewels now. Where did that silver go? There it is. Did I keep that? Oh, I kept the other one out. I'm going to do the same thing that I did up there. I'm just adding some like, whoops, I don't think that's going to work. Sometimes you got to hit them. There we go. No, that one's not going to work. Let's try this one. They're both almost exactly the same. One was from the dollar store. Sometimes that roller ball just needs a little encouragement. Okay, let's see. Well, that's better. I like to use little tiny circles to make it look beaded, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm pressing too hard. Hi, sassy chicken. How are all my friends? How are all my new besties out there? Is that working? Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. Let's do these trees, and we're going to do them in, I think, like a warm brownish gray. Ooh, I think I have the perfect... No, it's not the one I was thinking. What about like 174? Or 40, you know what? Let's do 41. We're going to do 41. So here's all the colors I've been using of the Chenruis today. That's perfect. All right. So this will also speed everything up as well. I like to spend the time on the subject. So I like to spend the time coloring, as you can tell, her face and everything else. So I like to just add in this marker over that background, and you'll be able to see that design shows right through the markers. And these are the Chenrui alcohol markers, you guys. So these aren't the hoo-hoos, but they're not too bad. They are making the page wrinkle a tiny bit, but that's okay. I don't mind that. Thank you guys so much. I'm seeing lots of new followers as well, so welcome, besties. I color for anxiety. And we just like to come here, hang out and chill and vibe. It's a vibe here. I'm gonna leave that stick, oh, this one, this part of the branch here. Dawn's darlings. You guys are so awesome. You can see the pages kind of wrinkled a little bit from these Chenrui alcohol markers, but we'll get past that. Actually here, it was really bad in the center, but it seems to be doing a lot better now. I wonder if it dries, if it gets better with time, just like me. Oh, good, you've been using, yay. You've been using, yeah, the pastels, the chalk pastels makes such a difference, and it makes it fun, right? It's still fun and part of coloring, but it is very satisfying and almost like instantaneously gratifying. Okay. Let's do the background. Oh, you know what? I'll do these trees first. I'll let them dry first before I shade them. It does, it smooths everything together. My hands aren't too bad today, but sometimes they get really shaky too. Especially if I'm doing the fine stuff, like the really fine lines. Let's see, I'm gonna use my Stadlers today. I did get some new ones, but I'm gonna stick with my Stadlers for today. Whoop, I almost dropped them. So I'm thinking maybe yellow kind of around here. And what about a light blue? Let's see what they look like together. I know it'll make it green in spots, but we're gonna try that. And I'm just gonna use, like always, I'm going to use a cotton ball to put the chalk on the paper. I'm not doing this, although you can, but look, it gives us such an intense line. But if you're just using rubbing the chalk on, that's pretty nice. Oh, let me use a clean cotton ball. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for helping out, you guys. I'm not always, because I'm coloring, I don't always see the comments. Do we do that, like on the outside, or should we do green? Let's try the green. Oh, yay. Okay, you tagged me on Instagram. I'll go check it out. I don't know why I haven't been on Instagram very much lately, but Okay, let's do the yellow and the green. Or maybe all three. I can't decide, so let's just do a little bit of all of those colors. So I'm going to start with the yellow and go around her face, like around, make like an oval or a circle around her head, almost like the sun's coming from behind her. Hi. And it makes it go so fast. Like you can have that background done in like 2 minutes. And then enjoy the fruits of your labor. Yeah, she's got an aura. Oh, she's so pretty. I really love her eyes. It turned out so good. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to my new followers. I'm seeing a bunch of you pop up here. So you can use this technique with the chalk pastels in any kind of coloring book. And because I'm not putting it directly on the, like I'm not putting that directly on the paper, I don't have to seal it or, whoops, sorry, I'm really off the screen here. Let me just move these over. So these are the Staedtler chalk pastels. These here. I got these at Walmart. And the cotton balls I got at the dollar store. I'm gonna move this over here. There we go. Let's do the green next. And then blue on the outside. So I just take that chalk and roll it into the cotton ball. And then lightly, I'll start kind of tapping it in. I don't want to put too much, I don't want it to be too intense, this color. But I do want them to blend together nicely. Oh, this will make it not rainbow, but really pretty. I need a little more green. Whoops. Thank you, Annie. And you can have so much fun blending. Okay, that was the green. And now the blue. I'm going to use a clean cotton ball actually for this one. Thank you so much. I think she's so pretty. I'm gonna have to check you out. April, I use Color colored pencils mostly, but I also have Amazon Basic pencils that I've been using, but I do color over top of alcohol markers with the pencils. So I'm using, well, this is 3 mediums so far, this one. Oh, that's really pretty. It almost turns it aqua. And if you want the colors to be more intense, you can go in with a Q-tip and it gives you a little more precision. I'll show you here. I'll show you what I can do with this little bit in the corner. So I just rub the Q-tip in the end of that pastel, chalk pastel, and then you can gently use that to rub in extra color here and there. Yay! Hello! Welcome to all my new besties. You guys are now Dawn's darlings. And we color and we chat and we hang out and we vibe. Look at how pretty she is. I think I need to add a little bit more green, kind of blending into that blue. And maybe a little bit more yellow in spots. Okay. That green. Sorry, I'm juggling all these cotton balls. Uh-oh. My chalk pastel broke, but I'm going to keep it in this little sleeve that I think I messed up. I should have just left it. Oh, that's a little bit better. I just needed a little bit more green, I think. Yeah, they kind of, they do tend to snap basically as soon as you like open the box. But it's not like they're not usable, but it's just a pain. Okay, that's looking really pretty. That's the green goes there, and I'm gonna add a tiny bit more blue up here. Thank you so much. Her name is gonna be Citrine. We name all of our animals that we color, and some of our guys and gals. And you can do whatever you want with these backgrounds, but I like to make sure they're nice and blended. Sometimes I make them all kind of mottled or messy. Okay, I think that's pretty good, and I might actually go in with the yellow and go around the trees and kind of around her here to make her backlit. Yes, Scarlet. Yes, Scarlet was fun. So using a Q-tip and chalk pastels is also a great way to add highlights. And it really softens everything together. Look how now it looks like she's glowing from the back. Backlit. Thank you so much. Thank you guys all so much. This is such a fun technique. I might actually, oh no, I was going to say I'm going to use the chalk pastels to finish up the trees, but I'm just going to use pencil quick. And you can always, you don't have to sit and do a whole page at once, you guys, right? Just remember that coloring is meant to be fun. It's meant to help you relieve stress. So just do what makes you happy, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna add a tiny bit more here. Thank you so much. And like I said before, you can use the pastels to add in extra highlights here and there wherever you want them. But I think she's pretty good. I like that backlit look. Okay. Let's give that a nice little blend. Actually, I'll wait until I do the trees here. Let's use a nice dark brown. I'm gonna move those chalk pastels, and let's find a color to put here. Nice dark. Oh, that is dark. Dark gray violet. That's a pretty color. We'll use that one. Thank you so much. I love her so much. Yeah, we're using Chen Ruiz today just to see how they do. That's pretty good too. We'll use those and then a white or maybe this yellow. Yeah. So that's why I like to swatch out the markers that I'm using, so I can then go in and decide what color I'm going to use for my pencils. It's starting to get dark in here. So this is going to be really quick, actually. I'm just going in and adding some pencil in the darker areas just to make it more intense. Thank you guys so much. Oh, these are in the way. My pastels are getting in the way. And this is a tree, so bark is uneven and not perfect. So hence why it's kind of scribbly. And then when you blend it all together, my friends, the colored pencil just smooths right out and it looks so pretty. So I'm really just following the grayscale shading. Thank you so much, you guys. Yeah, I did have to hop off earlier too, so I had to pause my live. So I think that's why it was kind of not sending me to the FYP. Ooh. Okay, we can do like, so we should be adding some more of this red here, red tone, like kind of down here and here. I think we need to add some down here. This is just giving the trees a little bit of a little variations in color here. Thank you so much. And look, I'm just scribbling right now on the chest. Okay, got it. And a little bit of yellow. Adding the yellow in makes it glow as well. And you can also use a chalk pastel if you want to add more of a glow on the trees. Yay! Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. Okay, here we go. We're gonna add some more of this. Because I've already blended it, I don't want to go over it with the markers. So I'm just gonna add in a tiny bit, maybe more of an orange. Let's see if we can find something that's like a coppery orange. Ooh, what about this one? Reddish orange. What's this? Metallic. I don't want metallic. There, that's better. Just kind of makes those colors married together a bit. Thank you all so much. Yeah, this is way better. Thank you. I love that you guys help me with my pages. Yeah, it needed some orange. That's way better. Hedwig. And guess what? Gonna add a tiny bit of orange to some of her scales. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Like they're reflecting her face and mane. Oh, Hedwig, you cutie patootie. There, that kind of makes it a little more warm. Good suggestion. I don't want to add too much, but. Okay, now I'm going to take a cotton pad and blend again. That's so much softer and nicer. And I like to add in some extra shadows. Again, now that I added that other color, that orange over top, I'm just going in and adding some extra shading. Okay. Wow. I really like this page. What do we think, you guys? Thank you. Yeah, I like this. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so she's citrine. Oh. And these were the Chenrui markers. So not bad. The other ones we've done, these were the Ohuhus. So the page is, it feels a little bit different, right? Like you can see that this one's kind of wrinkled a little bit from the Chenruis, but the colors are amazing. So I'm not that disappointed. I'm pretty happy with them. They're a great alternative. Oh yes, I'm gonna write down the name here. So she is citrine. Let's use like a, what color is this? A peach? No, that's brown. Maybe more of an orangey gold. Oh, here's a good one. Perfect. So she's going to be citrine. Hi, Angela. Whoops, sorry, moved it over too far. We are at the end of August, you guys. August 30. I'm only streaming on TikTok today, but I will be putting this up on YouTube a little later. Usually takes about 24 hours for them to load up, so... I know. It has flown by. Okay, how am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna write her name like this. I always try and get too fancy when I do the stupid names. There. It's like little dandelions. Oh, you're gonna go live soon? I'll try and pop on over after I eat my dinner that my husband bought me 2 hours ago. I've been so caught up in doing this page that I've forgotten to go to eat. So, oh, let me show you. Okay, for everyone who's joining just now, I'm going to show you. I got myself a project holder, folder, whatever, from the dollar store. And this is what I'm now keeping my swatch sheets in. And it's got a bunch of pages in here. It's like a folder. And what I did was I cut off the front because I don't want to have to fold it over. I didn't want to have the front there, so I cut it off. And then I used it as my new page protector. So it's like this, it's really thick and it's black, but you can kind of see, maybe not, where the ink has transferred onto this. You can't really see it. Can you see me? But what I do is I take my alcohol, I take a little bit, of alcohol spray, and then I take a little, just use one of my used cotton pads and wipe off that ink that's on there. And fully reusable. Yeah. It'll still, as long as you take off that, take off the marker, it's not going to transfer onto your next project. Yes, so I think this, yeah, this is an 8.5 by 11. And this is the part I just cut off from this. I wish I kept the thing. It's just from the dollar store. It's like a little project folio or something. So just look for something if you're interested in something like this. The dollar store is great. And I will be adding a free swatch chart, just a blank one, to my free printables on my Linktree. But I won't be doing that tonight, probably sometime over the weekend. Oh, you're so welcome, Red Hair. It's fun to learn, like this is how I learned. So I love sharing my journey, right? So I'm trying new things and finding different things that work for me. So I like sharing them with you guys. She turned out so nice. Oh, she did. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thanks, Adria. Can we all just take a minute to appreciate her cute face? That was a game changer, you guys. Suggesting that we put a little bit more of the red into her chest, mane, her eyes, I know. So yeah, this book is so much fun. Her face is perfect. And so, well, you guys saw when I was coloring this with the Chen Rui's that it did have a line there, but you can kind of disguise things a little bit when you're using the colored pencils over top. So just have fun experimenting and fixing things as you go, or going back and trying to fix something that you've done before. That's how I taught myself. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for joining me today. Citrine and I are gonna go have some supper now. Love to all of you. Welcome to all my new darlings, and we will see you really, really soon. Bye.